Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Age of Wonders 4 as we continue our run here with humans. This is a normal mode run on the story mode map. I forget the name of the map, actually. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I don't see it, but Alfred Elderstone is our leader here of the, what are they called? They are called the Destined Humans. So that is what we are. I promise we will actually get a turn done this time. I mean, last episode we did a battle, so I guess there's turns in the battle, but we'll get a turn done in the game world this turn because that's actually the first thing we're going to do is hit the end turn button. We are building a, what is it called? Some sort of food thing here. Granary? Something? Storehouse. And again, like I said, we already fought one battle. We do need to kill a couple more units. Why did those units not count? Oh, it must be... Oh, it's these units specifically. I see the icon now. So we have to specifically hunt down these units in order to progress the New Dawn quest. So that's fine. Day 2 dawns. Mending the Schism. Following up on a long debate, one of the bannermen from Quentin approaches you, eager to speak. As you know, my king, not all of us destined humans had the wisdom to follow your lead to Quentin. Some became fearful of the magic that the Elder passed on to you, our king. They stayed with Samika Cletus to found Helden on their own. Will you seek out an ally with Helden to reunite the Destined Humans? At the moment, I am. This will give us some race relation reward, as well as a mystery bonus. And I think I agree. I think for now, we will become friends with our close, ally here, or future ally. Which we've already found down here. We've already given them a stone. Speaking of a stone, I actually was going to try and figure out how to give the city a stone. How would I do that? I don't know. Magic materials. Is it a material? No. Do I do it from in the city itself? Currently, Quentin is being governed by our king, which makes perfect sense. There's got to be a way, and I'm blind as a bat, and I cannot see it. Aha! Give Whispering Stone. This will improve stability by 2 per turn up to a maximum bonus of 20. I mean, we got nothing else to do with it right now, and more stability will give us more production and stuff like that, so feels like a good idea. And it appears that we can withdraw it at any time, so I like that. We can automate our cities if we want to. We can change their names. We can change the governors. All sorts of cool different things, so different options that we have available to us. Orders required. We definitely want you to come over here and start going out after this unit over here. So we're going to swing out that direction. Nothing we can do right at the moment, I don't think. Can we attack you from this range? Can we really? No. Okay, so that's fine. I was just making sure. And then here's our scout. Who honestly, for right now, I'm probably just going to automate. Let you do your thing, and I think that is going to be perfectly fine. So we have 3 different quests at the moment. Looks good to me. Oh, you want to go that way? What did you just grab? Oh, was that a thing? Oh, I see it now. Well, I'm glad I automated you because I was not aware that that's what that was. All right, orders required for you. We are going to go ahead and go into this battle. It is a low risk battle, so we're not going to automate this fully. We're probably going to play this out ourselves, just to kind of make sure that everything goes somewhat okay. Let's go and go into manual combat. Although I say that, there's a good chance the AI plays this better than I do. But I love the maps. These are cool. I really like the different, kind of, I don't know. I just think it's a really, really cool addition that you can kind of see this type of stuff. So we don't have shield units that have stand together right now, right? So none of these units have the stand together bonus at the moment. That's something we will get later. So we will not worry too much about keeping them side by side after all. Although I still think keeping them side by side is good to prevent flanking type stuff. Honestly, probably move you up. You to the left of him. Feels okay. You kind of come up over here maybe. I'm going to pull the priest up behind these 2 guys because he can shield both of them. My cavalry guy is going to come over here to the right. Potentially to flank something. And our archer will come up behind these guys as well. Stay behind the building. And we'll just go ahead and guard everybody. just to make sure we're in a good defensive mindset here. So we're at 4 and 6. I mean, that's pretty good defenses, right? I mean, that's feels like the right move. Every bit of defense helps us take less damage. We are going to take some damage here, these two guys for sure, because these guys are obviously close enough to do something, but I think that'll be okay. Let's speed things up a little bit just so we can kind of see things. They actually did not advance as fast as far as I expected. Huh. That is surprising. So what do we got here? We got a melee that's got a charge strike, and then we've got this guy that's got a razor net. It's like a hero unit, which I think if we kill, we have a chance to get an item from him. I mean, I do want to move my melee units up to kind of face off against these and kind of form a wall here. Actually, what's I escape to change units. You cannot go all the way up, unfortunately. So I'm gonna move you up as far as I can. Probably defend you. I think we'll move you up. We might do an attack here in a moment. We might go defensive. I'm not sure. Do we need to move the priest up? Now, if we move up to here, we actually have a 100% chance or a 90% chance against some of those other guys. So I think that feels really good. We'll come back to... Oh, we actually do get to stand together. Maybe it's just that unit. I don't think all the units have that ability. Interesting. The building is actually having an effect on the angles we're getting on these units. Actually, a 100% chance to attack the hero unit from there. Usually, I mean, okay, there's pros and cons of attacking, you know, minion units versus hero units. A lot of times it's just easier to get the minion units out because you're reducing damage quicker that you're taking. Sometimes you just want to focus fire the hero unit because it's just going to be dangerous, super dangerous. I think I'm actually going to move you up to here, and we're going to attack this guy. So we do get stand together there, so maybe I was wrong about our units not having to stand together yet. I'm actually going to have you attack. I mean, it's 100% here, but it's more damage here. So I think we'll take that attack. Charge blocked. Yeah, I think we'll take this attack. There is a retaliation here, though. Maybe we just let them come to me. Maybe we absorb this attack and then do something next turn. I think we're going to see what that does. Maybe it's the wrong move. Maybe it's not. We do have a charge stack over here. Cancels retaliation. Cancels defense mode. Pretty strong attack. I think we're definitely going to do this. Get my hero unit to come in here and flank these guys. Alright, everybody defenses. Yep. And we're good. Alright, let's end turn. We do have spells that we can cast. I don't feel like we need to cast them right this second. Well, if we get a little bit low, we might have to nuke something down quicker. Alright, so we did get flanked there. But I'm not too worried. Our hero unit's pretty strong, so I'm not super worried about him. I would love to get in a position to be able to do some damage against these guys. Come all the way up here. I can definitely do damage to one of them right now. I think we'll do that. Let's focus on getting this one down. Also going to move the spearman up most likely to... Yep, it's going to kill it. Perfect. Cool. Alright, you can handle the pigs here. Just about kill them out. Right. And finally... So there will be a retaliation here, but I think we're still going to take this attack. We did a lot of damage to him. This guy's a little bit weaker, a little bit more dangerous, but the retaliation's gone. So it's good that we started the retaliation with the unit that was not damaged yet. I think that was a good move. Oh, we have a giant slayer ability. So we're actually doing more damage to him because of that. Are we at 100%? I don't see the... Oh, there it is. I see the percentage now. Yeah. Or we could bolster defenses. Or we could heal. Healing might not be a bad idea because we're not doing a ton of damage here. Maybe healing is the right move here. Does that work? Do I have it clicked properly? Oh, we do it. Oh, I see how it works. It actually heals everything around us. I like that. And temporary, because so healing is only temporary. It's only temporary within the context of the battle you're in. Once we exit this battle, we'll lose all temporary hit points, but it does count. I mean, it is a heal for this battle, so it's still good for this battle. We just will have to heal it back up once we get to the main map. Why can I not? What am I missing? Oh, do I have to place the banner? Is that what this is telling me? I bet that's what it's telling me. No? Then what am I missing? Cannot be used within an enemy zone of control. Are we in an enemy zone of control right now? Huh. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I mean, just for experiments, I'm going to cast it back here because I'm curious now. No. What am I missing? I apparently don't know how to use this unit. Which is really weird. Cast and adjacent friendly units. Feels like something I should be able to cast on myself. But apparently I cannot. I'm confused. Very, very confused right now. Alright, well, we're going to do some damage then. Why am I not... Did I click something wrong? Because it's also not doing the damage. Am I supposed to be right-clicking? Am I being dumb? Sounds like something I would do. Of course I'm supposed to be right-clicking. I'm over here left-clicking trying to cast an ability. It was right-click the whole time. Alright, I think that's everybody. Everybody has moved. Yes. This guy might attack our archers. I wouldn't be surprised because they're typically a little bit weaker. These two guys should be fine. I'm not too worried about them, so let's go. Alright, so he just attacked this guy. Did a lot of damage to him, to be fair. So we gotta be a little careful. We might lose our spearmen if we're not careful, but I don't think we will. Because we should be able to handle this just fine here. This should kill this guy. And free up these other guys to attack over here. I'm going to continue to do the absorb the retaliation with this guy, which actually might kill him because of the Giant Slayer, I guess, ability. There we go. I mean, not a hard battle. We knew it wasn't going to be, but still cool. Took a lot of damage to our spearmen, but we will be able to heal that up on the map here, and we did get our unit slain thing for the quest. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send you guys back home, or at least back to within our territory. I guess we don't have much territory anyway, so back to the city might as well. And then we produce the storehouse here. We are not quite... Okay, so the attract population actually goes down as you grow, as your population goes up. So since we're only one turn away from growing population anyway, it's only going to cost us 15. I might actually do this because I'd like to start on the farm right away. In fact, I think this is a pretty decent idea. Save us a little bit. Oh, we already gained one. I'm sorry, I missed... We already gained one and we already had one available. Well, now we got two, and I don't think that's a problem. I think, if I remember right, the ones that are a little bit bigger have an extra something attributed to them. So in this case, we have a gold mine over here, for example. Up here, we have pastures, so we get extra food. Up here, we have iron deposits, so we get extra production. So no matter what building we put there, we will get extra production. It doesn't have to be a production building. It doesn't have to be a food building or a gold building, whatever. We get whatever's extra on top of whatever we have there. So I definitely like the idea of just putting a farm here on top of the pastures because food, again, is going to help us grow more, and I think that's better for the long run. So we are going to go ahead and build a farm. We have a quest to do that anyway. It's the only thing we can build in this district. So that makes perfect sense. Our guy looks very angry. You have tamed the land around Quentin and invoked a spirit of optimism and adventure in your people. They are staging a play that retells the story of how you led the Destined Humans to safety. From the death of the Elder to the inherited tome, the schism with Samika Cladus, and the eventually founding of Quentin in the Valley of Wonders. The play in your honor will conclude with a promise for the future. How do you wish it to end? For 6 turns, we get 32 extra stability. That's awesome. So we can get money for 6 turns. Not a bad idea. We get food, which I really like. Because again, the earlier we get population, the more that will snowball into things later. So I really, really like that one. I don't think I need the unit right this second. Eventually we would be happy with that. We also get some knowledge. Now, it's 6 turns of $23 per turn. which is almost 50%. It's about, I guess we'll call it 30, about 40%, 35, 40% of our current per turn knowledge for 6 turns. That's a lot. I still really like the population because, again, it's going to help us snowball and really get established here at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. So we are definitely boosted up our population a lot here. In fact, we should be able to build a couple more things pretty quickly here. Now, on the gold over here, we could build another farm. There is the idea of adjacency down the road that will benefit us, but pardon me, I mean, gold is also extremely important. And then up here, what did we have up here? Production? An iron deposit. So we can build a mine and get more production from that. I'm sorry, the mine is actually gold. I was reading that wrong. Quarry is what gives us the production. I mean, honestly, we could just do food and just have more food. Part of me wants to build at least a forester somewhere. Forester also gives us food, and I know getting a forester will help us with some of the buildings that we had the option of getting. Can we not look? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, what do we need that's boosted? So the vendor's already boosted. The town hall just needs a population of 5. We'll get there. Stonemason needs 2 farms, so I do want to get another farm to get that kind of in a place. Forester needs a... library needs a forester. Granary needs 2 foresters. Quarry. I think I'm going to build a forester just to kind of have that available. One place is as good as another. So I think this makes sense over here. And then I think we still have another one, don't we? Yeah, we do. Do I want to put another farm? I think I will do the farm. Even though a gold mine would be nice, adjacent farms just feels like a good idea over here, and we still get the gold. And so I think that is going to be what we're doing. We got a couple farms here. Plenty of growth. We don't have any more, do we? No, that's it. So I guess 4 population means the first population is doing the middle, and then each of the extra 3 are doing each of these other ones. That makes sense to me. So now we can go ahead and get us a building. Again, several of these are boosted. We did pass up that knowledge before, and if we go ahead and turn around and get this library, kind of get some of that back in a way. So I thought that feels pretty good. And actually, I think that's going to be a good idea. Technology, food and technology are 2 of your most important things in any 4X game. And I like that a lot. Our ruler leveled up. So a ruler does also have levels, right? Again, it's kind of like a RPG of sorts in that sense. We could completely rebrand him as some sort of like archer or something like that if we wanted to. But for right now, do we have anything? No, we just have the lance in the... Okay. How do I go back to his... Oh, there we go. Lord of Crops. I mean, he is... I think we can reset these skills for a price down the road. It might not be a bad idea to go with one of these lords right away at the beginning. These are the 5 lord things that we have available to us. I think in the long run, this guy will be Lord of War for us. But initially, just to get our city off the ground, Lord of Crops does not sound like a terrible idea. Or any of these other ones would be good as well. But yeah, I think this will be our primary military dude, most likely. But I kind of like... Oh, we can also give him stand together. I mean, he's going to be moving around a lot because of his horse. In the long run, maybe stand together. I really like this Lord of the Crops, though. I feel like just... He's already the governor of our main city. I assume we can reset that. Does it cost us anything? It doesn't say anything. So I'm assuming that will be... If it does cost us something, we'll learn that later. But that's really going to help Quentin continue to grow big time. Okay, we still want to get him back to the city, I believe. And let's check out... I mean, Quentin's going to grow again here in 2 turns. So yeah, that's actually really, really big for us. So did I get a little bit of what was that, mana? Hunters... Oh, these guys look creepy. Like, next level creepy. Hunters from Beyond. 3 units to deal with. For a brief while, your people have found respite in this valley of wonders. But now panic shouts start to echo in the streets of Quentin. Doom is upon us! Monsters from the beyond! Your scouts arrive shortly after the uproar. Creatures from the astral sea have been sighted near the city. The fear of the Destined Humans quickly leads to doubt. Was Samika Cladus right? Have your magic powers attracted the creatures from afar? To protect your people and restore the faith in your rule, you must seek out the astral sea monsters near Quentin. And this will give us some knowledge, as well as, again, another mystery ward. All right, sounds good. Where are these astral sea? Oh, they're... Nope, that's not them. I don't see them currently, and I don't think that's them, so I'm sure they're somewhat nearby. I still need to get you back to kind of... Oh, actually, our units have already healed up quite a bit. I forgot that they have that much healing on the map. Or actually, more to the point, I was not thinking about the fact that they would be able to heal while moving, because obviously that is not a... That's not a civilization type thing. I guess, I'm assuming the sea monsters are going to come from the sea. That feels like that would make a lot of sense to me. So we're going to go ahead and bring you guys down, I guess, this way. I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye out. Maybe they'll come from the sea and invade us at some point. New Empire development skill available. So here's the affinities that I had mentioned before. As of right now, we are gaining 4 affinities per turn with order. We're getting 1 affinity per turn with nature. So, you know, it'll take us a little bit longer to get to something, but eventually we will be able to work our way up to one of these things. I guess I'll zoom in a little bit here. And then, of course, Materium affinity as well. So these will be slower. I mean, as soon as we do get Materium affinity up, we can get this military engineering, which outpost costs less gold. That's actually a really good one, because that's how we found cities. The nature side of things, founding or absorbing cities takes less turns, which is pretty cool. Newly founded or absorbed cities gain +1 population. Both of those feel like very good in conjunction with one another. There is a generic affinity, if you will, a general here. That is, I guess, the combination of all of ours to combine. And this is what allows us to kind of get seafaring and excavation. That's the excavation that I was thinking about for our scout unit. So getting that at some point would be pretty useful, because there's a lot of good stuff to come from that. This is also how we eventually get more cities. And this one's a repeatable. It just gets more expensive with Imperium every time. But this is how we get more cities. We do currently already have the diplomatic focus, as you can see, that's highlighted. But right now we have our order affinity is ready to pick up. Now we do have enough Imperium for this. Destroying an infestation or conquering a free city grants a stacking +300 relations with all other free cities for 10 turns. What's an infestation? Areas under the control of marauders. I mean, I'm not feeling like we need this right this second. If we find an infestation, I might jump back in here and grab this right away, because I feel like having extra relations with other free cities would be great. But as of this exact moment, this does not feel critical. So I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. Underground passage here. So there is an underground. I forgot about that. There is a network of underground kind of tunnels and things like that that are kind of a sub-map, if you will. All right, I'm still not seeing the crazy psycho seafaring people. I may just come over here and bop these guys, if for no other reason that it gives us some XP. I guess if the seafarers start to come up, we'll deal with them at that point in time. We are... Oh, maybe you aren't healing up. I thought you were healing up. Maybe we do have to stand still for a minute. Quentin can annex another province. Perfect. Anything we need in relation to our buildings? We have the Forester. Another quarry would give us the ability to get the Arcane Institute. Town Hall would be a good one, but that's 5 pop, and there's no other boost for that, so we don't have to worry about that. Granary would be 2 Foresters. I mean, Granary is good as well. There's also the quarry. A couple quarries wouldn't be bad. I feel like building a quarry up here would be a pretty decent idea. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the quarry. And get a bunch more production in here. I think that's going to be good for us. Plus, of course, that gives us some extra gold. Yeah, I like that. We did produce the library. So, what's next? Again, I was just talking about gold income's good. We do have 5 pop. I think getting the town hall as soon as possible makes a lot of sense. This does unlock defender units. So, and of course, bannermen, which we already have one of. But no, I think getting this as soon as possible makes a lot of sense to me. Negotiation successful. Our diplomatic state with Helden is now Pact of Cooperation. It opens its borders. Trading is enabled. Up to 2 resource trades are available. Magic materials can be traded. Next up, Pact of Loyalty. All right. So we are here. Next up would be Pact of... Where's Loyalty? What's this cooperation? Oh, Pact of Loyalty is over here. Oh, we're just kind of we're in this, the front end of this band. I was thinking had to get to this icon, but this entire band is what this is, and we're just in the front end of that. Okay, that makes sense. Anything we want to trade? I can pay gold to receive mana, or I can pay mana to receive gold. For 10 turns. I mean, gold is very important, so is mana. We currently have a little bit extra gold. Maybe building up a stockpile of mana would end up benefiting us in the long run. I think I'm going to go that route and see what that does for us. Cool. I like it. We can boost the allegiance with Imperium. I don't think that's necessary. I don't feel like we're competing with anybody right now, so I think we can let that go at its own pace. Got some mana there. He's going to come over here and pick up this mana node over here as well. Not really seeing anything else that I'm worried about right now. This is a safe battle over here. Occupational hazard. As your troops approach the band of mercenary guards, they raise the white flag. We were hired by a rich merchant to look after the iron deposit. The leader of the gang, a wild speaker, explains. We expect to protect it from roaming scoundrels, not against a full-fledged assault. Please accept our surrender and let us go. You vastly outnumber these guards. Do you want to let them leave the iron deposit without a fight? We can just attack them anyway, which makes us evil, which I don't think I want to do. Oh, I can have them serve us. Spend some gold to have them serve us. I mean, I like the idea of going more good, but I mean, it would be an interesting unit to have. What's this unit's ability here? Is that a poison blast? Interesting. Conjure animal, unleash the beast. I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't really gel with our other buffs that we're going to have. So maybe it's not going to be super strong for us at this point in time. It's cool. It's a good option, but I think I like the gold, the good alignment, and kind of keep pushing the goodness side up a bit. So I think I'm going to go with that route. So we did get some production, and we got Evoker's Robes. Awesome. I mean, we'll open the hero screen. We're going to equip this, even though it makes no sense for him at the moment, because he doesn't really have magic attacks, but it's an extra resistance for now, and down the road, we will probably put that on whatever our next hero will be. So we did open up this iron deposit. That feels pretty good. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. Hey, we got a few turns in. I mean, I think this is the type of game that you're not going to be getting like 20 turns in an episode usually, because there's a lot more, again, story to it. We're trying to get into this, and I think I am. Hopefully you guys are as well. But in the next episode, we'll continue on our quest up there. We've got to find an ancient wonder. We've got to find those hunters from beyond. I don't know where they are. And we'll keep on our merry way. I actually might, you know what? Before I quit, I actually am going to go ahead and make a unit. I'm going to make another scout unit, because I feel like having a second scout would be a really good idea for us. So there we go. We'll end it there. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.